Good in the circle.
She will face a Clemson lineup that's hitting .331 on the season as a team, just plated 10 on South Carolina. All the way to Sunday. First pitch on the outside corner, and we are off the fist out to center field. This is comfortable at the end for Lindsay.
And especially with a screwball pitcher in the circle, if you're going to go in on the hands, it's very difficult to try and inside out that to the second base positions.
Husband of Michelle Gascoigne, the pitching coach. Bounce over to first, handled, and there is Robinson to touch up to get Maddie Moore. 2 away here in the first.
You know, they see the game a lot differently than most people do.
Yeah, Rachel Lawson for Kentucky has the least career wins. She's got 715. 0-1 fly ball, center field. It's comfortable for Lindsay. She made
the postseason, but for John Rittman and Kyle Jamison, it's really been Reese Basinger and Brick McCubbin eating most of those innings. So to come in fresh today is always a good thing.
Brownfields and fires, and Basinger. Kaylee Avasado has had a tremendous freshman year, but she goes for the first pitch. Izzy Kania told us it didn't seem finished. 3-2 hits Kelsey Nader, and she'll be on here with 2 outs.
But ultimately this one runs in on the hands, gets her right under the wrist. For Northwestern.
The 1-2 skirts by Vieira, and I believe that Nader was going
kind of zone, but
got her on the 3-2 anyway, and Basinger doesn't even have to worry about that close.
Of South Carolina, we have all these fans out here that want nothing but the best for us, and it's just an amazing community. And you know, Coach Rittman, our leader, is just taking us all the way as far as we can get. But I mean, this is just an amazing experience to beat them. We finally won. We took it all the way. I mean, it's just what an incredible thing to be a part of, and just to say we helped set the standard and the foundation. I mean, just 2 runs. I was like, what is happening right now?
Abby Vieira with a ground ball over to second. And
Abby Vieira, I just gave her the puppy dog eyes, and she was also my roommate. Stellar, I love the glitter. I was never a glitter girly, but they pull it off. They look amazing. Very glad they kept up that tradition. Got to keep the war paint going.
1-0 on Marion Collins. Hot shot over to Avasado, and her counterpart handles.
As soon as you stepped on the field, you did great.
I had to represent Coach Rittman, absolutely. But now that we have going into AUSL with at third base, you have all these legends like Amanda Lorenz in the outfield with me, and of course you have Mike got this team up. Yes, we're the foundation team, but they're going to be the legacy team.
Change up a lot more here in this inning.
That was the 3rd strikeout for her, and Abby Vieira is going to squeeze that one to get Clemson out of this second inning, and we are
trying to work the corners, not getting the call, and you saw the changeup right there. We saw a lot from Basinger last inning. Both veteran pitchers able to make adjustments. And Lauren Boyd, one of the best to do it, and it's a nice one too.
0-2 is in the dirt. Johnson goes for it, swings and misses. You know,
able to foul off that pitch.
Brockenbrough takes strike 1, came over from Tennessee before this season, was there for 2 years, and she's the everyday center fielder that replaced Mackenzie Clark.
Has.
1-2 slow roller, got by Boyd, and no chance. That was the only way that Northwestern was going to retire the speedy Brockenbrough once it got under her glove.
Brockenbrough just places this perfectly with just enough touch.
Boyd will deal to Alex Brown now, who flew out to center field to start off the game. The payoff is off the end of the bat. Timed her up out towards center. Lindsay's got it. In the lineup for the Wildcats as they turn the order back over to Grace Nito in the on-deck circle.
And both offenses yesterday in their games took a little while to really get rolling. About second time through the lineup, we saw some better contact being made. So now Nito coming up. Most interesting parts of the game for me is to see what they do differently. Location, location, location is everything.
0-2 just upstairs, so it's not just real estate then.
Yeah, we saw it in her first at bat. We saw it multiple times yesterday. Two straight counts. She does a great job of fouling pitches off. Really a difficult out.
And now she bounces over towards short, and there's Collins. Kate and her sister Carol, her identical twin sister Carol, playing at Providence. They have been the engine for this team, getting them to 3 Women's College World Series under their tenure. 1-1's on the fist once again. Popped up left side of the infield, and Collins squeezes it. Robinson in the first inning.
Is full of defenders.
1-1 golfed out to left center field. Kania on her horse, and she'll range over to make the catch.
Most solid contact we've seen from Clemson, but Kania is out there with her glove and her arm.
Nola a fly out to center field her first time up. She'll pull it foul.
Do as well.
Got her on a 2-2. Now, as a hitter with this smaller strike zone, I would think, Brittany, that gives you a little bit of added confidence knowing you can take some close pitches here. And then you got to go for it. On the inside corner, strike 3. They just make it happen. I mean, unfortunately, right now, if you're a Southeastern Louisiana fan, down 10-1 to Jordy Ball in Nebraska in the top of the 4th inning. So it's looking like we might potentially have a rematch a little bit later on.
That's a place to go. And this game today has been dominated by the arms in the circle.
Down the left field line, that's easy for Johnson.
They're so good.
And Basinger has to be careful with Kansas. Robinson here was an All-American a year ago. Struck her out swinging first time up. Waited on the changeup and punched it out to left center field. That is what Northwestern needed to do right there. Maybe even up at a ball and a strike against Kania. She was the second strikeout victim against Basinger.
Recognizing both pitchers, Basinger included, going to that pitch, went ahead in the count, stayed balanced through it.
1-2 into the right center field gap. It's going to get down. Robinson around second. Cruises into third.
To a very prominent spot on the staff.
Emery pops it up. Oh, did Clemson need this? Lauren Saborski swings away, gets past Vieira, but a foul tip. Bouncer to third, collected by Brown and across to Noller.
Over the plate when she needs to.
This is in the hole. Tough play. Avesado knocks it down. That's all she can do.
Safely regardless, but now Clemson with a leadoff runner on. We saw Northwestern get a runner on with less than 2 outs. This is when your offense can start executing situational plays, moving runners over.
On Avesado, not entirely sure. That's what it goes down as that's looped the other way, and base hit for Collins. Here in the top of the 5th inning.
What to do is try and get Taylor Pipkins to ground something to the left side of the field. If you can get a ground ball to third base, then your third baseman, Donna Hay, can just step on the bag and hopefully get a double play. Going to go with the senior with the experience.
2-2, right at short. They're going to double him up. Avesado to second, on to first. Double play into a triple play. Wow! Northwestern with one swing of the bat from Clemson gets out of a jam in the 5th.
Often do you see a triple play, and Northwestern needed it in the biggest of ways. 6-4-3 triple play in the postseason.
Just an inning ago in the 5th to get them out of first and second, and nobody gone.
The crowd was in it. They knew if you're Clemson, you're about to score, and then an absolute gut punch by the defense. and that momentum from defense carrying into the dugout, and then they went on to score 2 runs, looking to take that defensive momentum to the plate this inning and respond immediately. Always so obvious, that one definitely is, but Brooke McCubbin.
Off the end of the bat, rolled to third. There's Brown, quick fire across in time. Clemson had to replace 82% of their innings from a year ago. Lost Millie Thompson, Reagan Spencer, and Valerie Cagle. And it's been Brooke McCubbin doing a lot of that. Tough play, Vieira makes it. More on the cover. Whether or not Nito beat it, or maybe a question of whether Maddie Moore's foot stayed on the base. It was
Studio keeping us up to date with what's going on around the country.
A lot of softball experience, right? You don't want to face her, and I wouldn't imagine Lauren Boyd's so excited either.
The composure she has in big moments. That was the first time Clemson ever beat Florida State, and to cap it off with the
Lauren Boyd. And Basinger we're not getting at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, and if I'm Boyd, I'm going right back there.
Try the screwball outside here.
Yeah, see if you can get her to chase, or you go back to a changeup.
Goes the opposite way, too, for the hitter. Slow roller to second. Nito flips in time.
There's stories like that, you know, the transfer portal gets a lot of flack, but then you find players that are able to really
back-to-back strikes, and that was a very funky landing for Lauren Boyd. 3-2's upstairs. It's only been caught twice this year. Not going, and Moore bounces it to Avesado in the hole, no play. But since then, a walk and an infield single, and Clemson is threatening here in the top half of the 6th inning. 1-0, driven, center field. Lindsay has it just in front of the wall. Cross, as we get really into the late innings now. Avesado drills it to left. Johnson makes the catch and bangs into the wall. One out here in the 6th.
Johnson and what she does at the plate, but she can also play some defense. Not the first time we've seen her. I'm not sure this one clears the fence, but it's extra bases. Kylie Johnson.
2-2, little checker over towards Moore, and she underhand flips to Noller, 2 outs. So now it's Kansas Robinson, nobody on, 2 outs. Clemson, they will have the last chance in the 7th inning, but they're hoping they can plate one here. Flipped over to Brown. That was a nice, tidy, perfect inning for Brooke McCubbin.
She's going off the plate. She's giving everything and working ahead consistently.
This is easy for Boyd as she handles the ground ball for out number 1.
First and second, no outs. They were loud. I mean, it was not an easy environment to pitch in, and then bailed out big time with the triple play.
Is a roller to first. There's Robinson.
This is her game. Coach Strohan, even when they got in a little bit of trouble, there really hasn't been much action in that bullpen either.
Payoff to Collins.
Clemson squad that, you know, they know how to play in the late inning games. 3 come from behind wins in the ACC championships over Virginia Tech, and then the big one to bring home the trophy against Florida State in the top of the 7th.
Taylor Pipkins now off of the glove of Donahue, skirts into left field. Collins holds it second. Second straight line drive off of the bat of Pipkins. This one goes in Clemson's favor after hitting into the triple play.
Yeah. And she has proven to us that she thrives in this. And then with the pinch runner Wilson at second base.
Go ahead runners on base. Wilson at second, Pipkins at first.
It's been getting her in her last at bats too.
0-2 is grounded. Avasado across the diamond, not in time.
Third time today that we've seen a routine ground ball to Avasado at shortstop, but the speed of playing, in my opinion, too deep with that speed. And Bronco Bro not known for her power, more of an infield single type of player like we saw in her first at bat, but she's going to be asked to try and find something in the grass here.
Marion Collins on third. She walked. Taylor Pipkins followed with a single to left, and then the infield hit by Kylie Johnson. A little bit low. 3-1 from the senior Boyd. Drives out to right. On the run, Nader's got it. Let's go. Runs per game. She's held them to a donut. Kania swings.
And there's power capability in this Northwestern lineup, but their MO all year long is get a runner on, move him over, get that timely hit. And the critical lead.
Got 2 straight and has not allowed a hit since she came in. 2 2/3. Up the middle, that might be the first one. It is. Right off of Collins' glove. Wouldn't have gotten her anyway. And Kania has her.
Exactly what Northwestern was looking for. That pitch is down in the zone, but over the plate, giving Kania just enough. And put a barrel on it, place it perfectly, but now they have the leadoff runner on. Now they can go back to the way they play ball and try and move 60 feet at a time.
Emma Ray is going to try to get the bunt down. This one popped up to the screen. Shoe tying here for Northwestern.
You got to get down that line. You trip on a shoestring.
It's like she's only single knotted though. 0-1. Got the bunt down. Brown to Moore. Another 0-2 from McCubbin. Floated left field. Johnson camps out underneath it, squeezes it. To start out, Ayanna Lindsay. She's already K'd against McCubbin today. 0-2, fisted, third base. What a catch! Alex Brown holds it in, and we're going to extras in Clemson, South Carolina. Just because, of course, then you have to lose twice tomorrow in order to be eliminated. 2-2 sent on the ground to Nito, and she...
6, they added one at the end.
Oh, it was one at the end, you're right.
Yep.
Moore rips it, just foul. Got her on the change. A masterclass by Lauren Boyd. Who you're kind of running out of superlatives for at this point in the game and in the regional weekend. Popped up. This is playable for Ray. That is as easy as it gets. Ground ball over to first, snared by Noller. So now flared down the left field line, easy for Johnson to, and now the count runs full. Northwestern, even though we are here in Clemson, is the designated home team, so they have the opportunity.
Now, I know there's 2 strikes here, but if I'm Avasado, I'm selling out on the inside.
It's ball 4. Nader was hit by a pitcher first time up, and then since then a fly out to left, bounce out to second. The winning run's Avasado on first. Nader floats it to center as Brockenbrough glides underneath it. And now she's got her team on the cusp of the regional final. Done everything she possibly could. Macy Cintron bounces to short on the first pitch, and Avasado retires her. Out all of last year with an injury. She couldn't even throw all summer or fall.
Western, this is the heart of this Clemson.
5 on that last pitch.
Yeah, for a pitcher that hasn't thrown complete games back to back.
2-1 2-1 down the right field line. That's fair. It's going to get all the way into the corner. Vieira hustling for second. She won't stop there. Heading to third, and she's in.
Sneaks into that corner. We've seen the speed of Clemson come into factor. This runner's on there. A stand-up triple with one
against Boyd. She left the bases loaded in the seventh. Clemson trying to take the lead. And they've got the go-ahead run on third in the top of the ninth. They're going to try a squeeze. It works perfectly. Clemson takes the lead in the ninth.
Going to the squeeze here, a high-risk play. Because if it is not executed by the freshman, that's a rally killer. But she gets it down. Abby Vieira slides across home. The top of the ninth inning. Freshman in the postseason. What a play, what a call, what execution by Clemson.
A perfect spot. And now it is Northwestern with its back against the wall in a lot of ways. The 140th pitch for Lauren Boyd. Two balls and two strikes on Johnson. Cut on and missed today. And then you have to beat whoever gets the regional final twice tomorrow. It's a tall, tall task. Robinson, shallow center field. It's Brockenbrough. One of the best home run potential, 8 home runs on the season. And she got Robinson to lazily fly out to center.
Yeah, if somebody can change the game. Try a change-up. Is out of the zone, but that pitch will be set up so well after Kania keeps seeing pitches in on her hands.
Out to right, down for a base hit. Ray on the fists. McCubbin makes the play herself.
Team. How great they are.
Swing and a miss! McCubbin gets Saborski, and Clemson squeezes.
The difference for Clemson is Brooke McCubbin coming in relief, the stabilizer. The one thing they can count on every single game this year is that Brooke McCubbin is going to show up.